Hi guys, 8 weeks after I had brain surgery, you might have guessed that I've actually reshaved my head. I've got quite into it, plus I like to be able to sort of check everything and be able to see that and feel my shunt. I'm constantly sort of rubbing the back of my head like that. Even though it's not actually where the shunt is, I rub behind the shunt and just sit there like that. My new news is I've had a baby cat. Well, he's not that baby, he's just over a year old. Basically he needs to be rehomed, so I said I'd have him. Weight loss isn't happening. I've had an eye infection. What else has happened? Oh, it feels like ages since I've done videos, and I feel really bad because obviously I know a lot of people take hope or take an interest. I will say, when it comes to my shunt, the one thing I have noticed is when my pressure's high, my tube really sticks out. And what I'll do is I'll try and remember to do a video when my tube is doing it. But basically, when I lean my head back like this, I don't know if you can see it slightly sticking out there, but when I feel my pressure's really high and I'm like, I notice that the tube sticks out a hell of an amount. Now, that might just be because my pressure's high and I'm looking at my tube, which is more than possible, or it's the fact that it does become under stress. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I think it's probably that I just notice it more. I'm finding it not hard. I think hard's the wrong word, but emotional that I'm doing reasonably well. I mean, I think I'm doing really well, to be honest, when I see other people who aren't, other people who their shunts have gone in, the shunts come out, they put someone else in, they've got infections, someone else who had a shunt did fantastically, was able, these are both LP shunts, and both of these two people that I'm referring to, it's an LP shunt, not a VP shunt like I've had. But bless, one of them has had the LP. She suffered really badly with it when she first had it put in, so they then changed it to one with a valve. She then left hospital. As far as I understand, she did really well. She dropped, I think it's 6 stone, and now she's suffering from low pressure, which basically means that the water's draining too much out of her head. They need to stop the shunt, in my opinion, but I'm not a doctor. They need to do something, and watching her not being able to even move, because unlike with high pressure, low pressure is so much worse. Well, they're both really bad, to be honest, but low pressure you can't move, so if you haven't got a supporting family, you live on your own. Low pressure, it's hell, because getting up to go to the toilet, anything like that, if you've got a low pressure headache, because you cannot, as soon as you physically lift your head even that much, your brain will slide down the inside of your skull and basically fall down your neck, and you feel that. That's probably a bit dramatic how I've explained it, but it's still, oh, my heart goes out to my two friends that are struggling at the moment. I don't want to mention names because I don't think it's right for me to announce other people's news. I'm very happy about somebody else's VP shunt, and I think I think it's quite sweet how my shunt is called Shunt and my Bob, and she's also named her shunt, and that's really made me smile because it makes what I've done, like my shunt and my videos, mean that actually they have sort of connected with somebody else, even if it's just that one person that I've helped and connected with. It's still one person that I've helped, and it makes what I've been through worthwhile. So what is it like having a shunt and IIH? I think I've referred to it like being diabetic, in so much as you can feel, when you're diabetic, you feel when your sugars go low, you feel when your sugars spike. Well, I feel when my pressure's high, and then when I'm normal. I haven't felt yet low pressure. I feel when the shunt's working, it's not like a, my shunt, it's making noises. But if I do sit in a very quiet room and I really listen and I think about it, and I sort of go, then yes, and my pressure's high, yes, you can hear it. But it's not loud, it's not like, oh my god, I can't sleep because it's annoying. The reason why I'm still not sleeping is probably still down to this sleep apnea, but more to the point, it's the fact that when I sleep laying down, I still get the high pressure. I know I need to lose the weight. That would probably or hopefully will help. Pain medication, I'm back up to 500 milligrams a day of gabapentin spread out into 3 doses. My database has been updated according to my computer. That's nice of it. I really didn't. Oh, I've waffled on anyway. So basically, yes, I'm doing really well. To know that in 2 weeks' time, no, in 4 weeks' time, oh god, I thought it was more than that. 4 weeks' time, I'll be halfway through my driving ban is fantastic to know. Because I must admit, it's really starting to do my head in not having my car, especially when I can see so well. Apart from obviously when I had the eye infection, that was a bit gammy, but I can see fine, and that is probably what is so frustrating, because the shunt has saved my eyes, it has improved my eyesight, or it's taken away the pressure that made my eyesight bad. I really want to drive. I miss my car. Yeah, I can tidy my house now. I can't always bend down, but 90% of the time I can bend over and pick things up, and I'm relatively normal. But I do struggle sometimes, and I always take my walking stick, and I always take my dark glasses, but as you can tell, it's 1 in the morning. I was playing on the computer. I was on eBay. Not buying stuff for myself though, I will say that. So yeah, that's it really. The only bombshell I can think to land on is I'm giving yet another relationship a go, but I'm not holding my hopes out. I've given up. I'm just like, yeah, if it happens, if it carries on, it carries on. But yeah, that's it really.